So this is the 5 M's of realistic trading, and you need all 5 of these to really succeed with trading. Now, the first one is mechanics. So excuse my handwriting. So mechanics. Now this is quite this is quite important because a lot of people overlook this this part, especially lots of training companies. And what you have are loads of people that end up just trading random trading strategies without actually knowing what they're doing, why they're doing, and really how they're doing it. So we live in a world where there's more debt than actual currency, and with debt comes interest rates, and so the global bond market dictates everything. It really does. So you need to understand how the world financial system works and how money flows and the velocity of money, etc. Because if you know the game that you're playing, you'll know the rules of the game, which means that you won't get slaughtered. It's a little bit like knowing a little bit about how a car works, because if you know how your car works, you're less likely to get screwed over by the mechanic when you go for your next MOT. And so what we're going to be doing is spending a lot of time, the first few hours of this course, on mechanics, because I need you to understand why the world works and how it does. And by the way, this is going to be absolutely mesmerizing. You will not look at the world with the same pair of eyes again after this. So once we've figured out how stuff works and why things go up and down, we're going to go on to the next M, and that's markets. Now, most people think that the stock market is the only thing you can play with, when in fact it's actually one of the smallest, and it's the worst market to play in. It's extremely volatile, and it's just, you need to stay away from it. So you now know how the world works. You need to see which market to play in, and you've probably guessed it by looking at the site already, is that you're going to learn how to trade the currency market effectively and consistently. And that's what we're going to be playing with. We then need to look at the next M, which is methods. So we're going to spend actually most of the course on this, because I need to actually get you to the point where if we never meet again, you'll know exactly how to trade consistently and profitably on your own. So a large chunk of the course is going to be this, and there's several, there's a million ways to skin a cat, there's a million ways to trade. And unfortunately, most ways and methods of trading are bad. You really shouldn't do half the things, or most of the things you see on the internet. So I'm going to show you the proper way and the correct way. And then here's my favorite M, and it's meltdowns. Most people in fact, meltdowns, market crashes, etc., they split people into 2 groups. You have the group of people which fear them, they hate them, they loathe them, and they're really scared of them because they don't really understand how the world works and why things are going down and how to protect themselves. So they just bury their head in the sand, hoping it doesn't hurt them. And even these days, when people think, oh, I haven't really been affected by the 2008 crash, well, you have, because as a result of that, we're now living in a world of QE, and our currency supply is in exponential growth, which means you are losing purchasing power on a daily basis, unless you're making at least 10% per year with your savings and investments. So what I'm going to do is help you migrate yourself from that group over to the other group, where are the people which love stock market crashes. I've been dreaming of a stock market crash since 2008, and we're about to get one a lot larger than 2008. So you're going to absolutely love meltdowns, because you'll be able to profit like them from crazy. And if you feel a bit iffy about profiting from a stock market crash, well great. Earn all that money from that market crash, then donate it to charity. Do whatever you wish, but this is the easiest time to make money ever. It really is. And then we have the last M, which is mindset. So whoops, that's a weird M, that. Mind. This is the last M which I have nailed. I mean, as I said, for the first 4 years of trading, I lost so much money. I was useless. And even after 3 or 4 years, my knowledge level was awesome, and I thought I knew a lot, and I had these 4 M's nailed. I knew it all, but I was still losing money. And being typically British, I stayed away from mindset because I thought it was like tree hugging, Greenpeace loving, clapping, American motivational rubbish. I was so mistaken. Honestly, trading is 80 to 90% psychology and mindset. And it was this M which actually just changed my life. It really did, in terms of life in general and trading. Now, even though trading is 80 to 90% mindset, I would love to spend 80 to 90% of this course doing that, but then you'd finish this course being extremely positive and, you know, very positive, but you wouldn't actually know how to place a trade. So that's why we're going to have to spend most of our time on methods, because I need you to know how to place a trade on your own. So they're the 5 M's of realistic trading, and you need all 5 of them, and that's what we're going to be going through. Cheers. So as you can see, they're the 5 M's of realistic trading. That's what we're going to go through over the next several hours. Now, before we get into the main content, I need to make a little warning here. Because if you enter the world of trading like a get-rich-quick scheme, it's going to end up being a get-poorer-quicker scheme. So you really need to take this seriously. If you treat this like a hobby, you're going to get hobby-like results. So you need to treat this like a business, and then you should hopefully get business-like results. And if you stick to every single rule and strategy that I will show you over the next few hours, you can realistically, and in fact you will realistically, semi-retire within 5 to 10 years. Now, to put that into context a little bit more, when I say semi-retirement, you can easily generate a £2,000 per month income part-time within 5 to 10 years. Now, obviously, for those who are already earning at a higher level, obviously your income is all relative, but I'm looking at the average person on an average wage. You'll be able to get £2,000 a month within 5 to 10 years. And the best thing is, this only takes 20 to 30 minutes on a Sunday or Monday night or morning, and then less than 5 minutes a day during the week. So, does this make sense? Okay, good. Well, let's crack on then.